this is Tabassum from Tarot with Tabassum, and I'm going to be reading the cards for Virgo for the month of July 2020. Before that, I need to give a disclaimer that these readings are general, guys. So if they resonate with you, very well. If they don't, please leave it. And also, before I get into the reading, I would also like to tell you about some planetary shifts which are happening. The very important ones, especially. The first one is that there is a lunar eclipse which is happening on 5th of July, and it's going to be full moon in Capricon. And what does the full moon do? This is like a wake-up call. This is the last of the series of the lunar eclipse which is happening, and this is a wake-up call. It is very, very strong, very powerful. It talks about blockages and illusions, and also it talks about kind of giving away the control, in the sense not trying to control everything in your life and basically trusting. And also I would say that it is about the full moon generally means that you have to let go of things which are not working anymore for you. So you release, you let go. When you look at retrospect, the things which have happened in the past, what has worked for you, what has not worked for you, keep what is working for you, leave what is not. You should be able to reflect and retrospect and see. There are relationships, or there are people, or there are friends, there are work which is making you more sick than happy. Anything which is like any belief systems, anything which you have, if you think about yourself, your self-worth, maybe you don't think really great about yourself. Think maybe you are thinking about other people more, and you're more of a giver. But I think maybe this is the time that you should kind of look at things for yourself also, and concentrate on and your self-worth. Concentrate about things which are happening in your life. Now, let's read for Virgos. So, angels, please help me, give me clarity for reading of Virgos for the month of July 2020. For Virgos, month of July 2020. And yes, as I was telling you about more of the planetary things, second thing which is happening is the Mars is has gone direct to Aries, and is going to stick there for 6 months, which is a long time. And there's a lot of action which is going to happen. Also, Mercury is going direct on 13th of July, and Venus is squaring Neptune in the last 1.5 week of July. So there's going to be a little deception, not being clear about things, and Saturn re-entering Capricorn. So it's something very interesting. A lot of things are happening, and we can see that. So I will let's see for Virgo reading July 2020. Okay, so let's see. 2020 in July. These angels help me with clarity for Virgos 2020. Okay. So Virgos, I see that there's a Two of Cups, which is about partnerships, about collaborations, about maybe a new romance, maybe a probable romance, or maybe coming together two people who are attracted to each other, or collaborations or partnerships, anything. So it is coming up masculine, it's coming up feminine and masculine together. And also because it's a number 2, it's also denotes duality. And also then there is Page of Swords, which is work, and also okay, so because this is a time for you to see inwards and not kind of really look at this lunar eclipse is basically actually also maybe affecting, I would say, that your house where you have children, lovers, and maybe your relationship. So maybe this is no time for you to control them. Let them be. And I'm not saying that you should not control your children who are below 15. What I say is that there are things which we know, we can discern and understand, things we can control and we cannot. So if we can't control something, just let it go. Just don't be a stickler to perfection, which we generally are. So let go of things. Let go of things. You should not be making everything perfect. That's sometimes things are very beautiful when they're imperfect. Sometimes perfection lies in imperfection. So says Tabassum. So what I'm saying is that you need to understand that when to control and when to leave, when to let go. So I would also say that the Aries, the entry of Mars into Aries is affecting your house, which is about other people, how the other people looking at you, how the other people are supporting you. What is it is on the 8th house, which is about death, transformation, even money, or how people are looking at you. And also this is a time for you to transform. This is a time for you to face your things, and not run away from things which you means you need to face things. You can't escape. Don't escape. Don't have an escapist route. Turn around and face what you're doing. You're being watched. It is not that you can get away with things, and because even if you get away with things with other people, what I'm saying is that sometimes we think that we can get away with certain thought or certain things we do. But let me tell you, everything has a repercussion. Everything comes back to us. And even if nobody physically is watching us, there is justice. There is a balance which happens, a cause and effect. So always remember that. Also, I would say that this is a time to work on yourself. This is a time to, to work on your own psychology, and maybe things are, sometimes maybe I can see that there is a little things related to security. You're not feeling very secure. You are kind of looking at the things in a very critical way. Stop doing that. That's, as I said, things cannot be perfect. You have worked hard and things are going to be okay, but you're still feeling a little down. But then maybe you can setting up a new goal would help, because which I see is here, Page of Swords. So there is a new energy, there is a new mental thing which is coming up, new way to look at things, and there is definitely a factor of stability and security. But remember that it would come to you. So it's just that. So I would say that let's see what else the cards are saying. So yeah, King of Pentacles. As I said, money is the Ace of Wands, and so there is a sense of little kind of feeling low. Okay, again, this is the card which is basically that you are trying to look for new ways, new paths. What has been happening is not that you don't have enough. You have enough around you, but maybe you're not looking at it. You're not looking at the positive sides. You just kind of walk away. You are feeling little depressed. You are kind of looking at things which have not happened. You are feeling low. So right now you are in that mood of just going away and not looking back, and thinking of looking at a new path, which is fine. But remember that you can't escape. You can't escape from things which have happened in your life. You need to face them. You need to face your demons. So because this is happening in your 8th house, so there is transformation which has to happen. You have to face those demons. You have to conquer them. You have to basically look at your mental projections. What are you actually thinking? What are you talking? And it's almost like rebirthing sometimes. So there's a lot of things happening in your 8th house, especially with the Aries going, the Mars hitting there. So there's a lot of energy and activity around there, which is the transformation and new things coming over, and new goal maybe. And then also like for example in this sometimes you may feel a lot of fear. Sometimes you may think that I cannot handle this. There's a lot of fear. but you're still going ahead. Courage is not that you don't feel fear. Courage is that you feel fear and you still, irrespective of feeling that fear, you move forward. So I would say that for this Virgo, that I would say that focus on yourself and don't try to control things which you can't control. Don't become too stickler for perfection. Face your truth, and there's a lot of transformation which is going to happen. Maybe you have to look for new things, new ways of thinking, new ways of finding yourself. There is a little kind of a base. You're feeling a little concerned about money. You don't have to worry about that. There's new things which are going to come to you, and with this energy, new energy, Mercury going direct, things are going to look up for you. Yes, it may take a little time. It may take 1 or 2 months to settle down, but definitely things are going to look up and everything would be fine. So be with people whom you love. Just don't try to give them space, as you like to have space too. So this is what I have for you, Virgo. So thank you very much. I hope it resonates with you, and have a great month. Thank you.